What does going all in actually mean for you as a husband, as a father, as a man? And how can you start? How can you start to go all in? Because it's not just a one or nothing, as silly as that sounds. But the unfortunate reality for many men is they think they're going all in, but they keep fucking up and going in the wrong places. This comes down to some fundamental truths where we need to understand and acknowledge that being an amazing father actually has nothing to do with fatherhood. Being an amazing husband has nothing to do with your marriage. Time management has nothing to do with time. And all of these different stories that we need to break down together as a team, it's all different starting points. So when we don't know where we're actually coming from and where we're starting from, you're really searching in the dark and you're going in blind when it comes to trying to create different types of goals and outcomes off the back of the challenges you're currently faced with. So alignment is critical, man, because if you go all in on the wrong things, it'll unfortunately fuck you up and make things worse, which is why people really hesitate. When people say, yeah, I'm all in, I'm all in, I'm all in, it's no, you're not actually all in. You're not all in the way you think that you should be or need to be. And you're actually not all in terms of the resources and resourcefulness that needs to be applied to be successful. That's really tough. I talk to people about this all the time. Are you all in? Are you going all in? Are you all in on this? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So do you actually understand what that means? You need to cut away sacrifices that right now might not appear to be or seem as a sacrifice with the future version looking back, but right now it absolutely is. It's something I enjoy. I don't want to give that up. I don't want to give it away. When it comes to whether it's alcohol, I'm not telling you shouldn't drink anything, man. Do whatever you want. But for me, at the end of the day, the reason why my life has become phenomenally successful in leaps and bounds is because of the perceived sacrifice at the time of doing something that was A, familiar, B, I loved, C, I enjoyed as part of my routine or ritual. So I love doing it. It's something that I really liked having as a rhythm or a routine, whether it was drinking, partying. I never did drugs and that sort of stuff. But essentially, at the end of the day, we need to really review and analyze, is this actually a sacrifice for the version I am now? Or if I keep doing this, is this going to sacrifice the version I become? That's a critical thing, man, that you must continuously explore inside of yourself. Watched a movie last night, probably the first time I've watched a movie in a couple of months. Terminator 2. Cracker of a movie. Brought back some great memories, but I was fucking shattered, man. I've got to be honest, I was ready for bed before the movie started. And it's not that I'm a boring man by any means. Those who know me and work closely on me in a circle, that's far from the truth. But I was just shattered. And I woke up today groggy. Like, man, I was like, I've been fucking drugged. What's going on here? And like, it's not that, again, I have anything against television. It's just when you start to reach a higher level of performance inside of your life, you actually realize and recognize that just these little 1%ers everywhere, they're really fucking you up. And this is the crazy part, gentlemen. You may think it's okay to do this with the drinking or do this with the pornography or do this with the drugs here and there. It's not, have a few extra shots of coffee, and they're all fucking addictions. Like, humans by nature have addictive personalities. It's how we not only survived but thrived and actually evolved through our addictive personality of wanting more, wanting to be more, wanting to do more. So you've got that tool, that's an asset for you, but it's turned into a liability. Which means when you try and go all in, you're all fucked up. You're all over the place. You don't know where you should start, what you should do, or what you should let go of, or what you choose to hold on to that you don't even know about. So all of a sudden, these 1%, they rack up. And they rack up and they build and build and build. And all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, no, I'm doing all right. I have a couple of little vices here and there that I just enjoy. But that's life. It's all good. And it's add up all those little vices, man. And anywhere between 1 to 3 or 1 to 5% in them hindering you or keeping you stuck where you're at. This is the hard part too. That's why I talk about alignment and being a visionary, to actually have that vision to see the opportunity costs because you're not doing what you can possibly or potentially be doing. All of a sudden these rack up. It's, oh man, when we have a look at this, you're operating at 100% of 73%. Is that clear? Does that make sense to you, where all of these little 1 to 3%ers that you're continually investing into, because this is what's sacrificing the future version of you, because this is added up to 27%. You're actually being pulled down 20%. So you're operating at 100%, but the actual low common denominator is 73. That's your max. You're maxed out at that. That's the best you can do. So you can do 100% of 73, but unfortunately, that means you're only operating at 73%. So we get stuck in this spiral where we continually invest in little things that chip away at the 1 to 3% because we validate or justify things that are part of our makeup, part of our routine, part of our ritual, part of our identity, all the while thinking that we're sacrificing if we give it up, where really you're actually sacrificing who you become.